sense like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, what it no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look like. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fucky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court, for real. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Newton on first down. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good pickup there, 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tempo, tempo. Look for signals.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and goal.
Let's go get another one. Let's go get another one. Come on.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw, Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the red zone now, Newton. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Newton, flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. Point after up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
19.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And, it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 61 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there, now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They're savored a little bit, but I run right back at them.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Robert Kindici in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Third and long, it's Newton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Newton on target over the middle to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Good combo. Good combo.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's for sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kindici in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Benjamin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Newton. It completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's back to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And bulldozing his... And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 53 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The point after is good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. There's some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Devin McCourty brings him down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Hauschka with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Screen play, Johnson. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.